Oh, well, the chicken's back. Okay, we have so much to learn today. I am just getting so excited. The holiday season, a good time to enjoy cookies, but you can't overlook the breads that you could be making or buying this holiday season. Or buying.
Bobby Roberts from Breadsmith is here to show some great holiday breads. Bobby, welcome back,
I'm just moving this so
friend.
people can see what I'm doing.
You can call me Rob.
Look at this, though. This is just beautiful stuff. And you said this is from 1428? I mean,
It's
not literally this one, but...
Well, the style is a Dresden Stollen, which is the most famous of the German areas to make Stollen. It's our adaptation of a recipe that dates back to 1486.
Wow.
Oh, and it smells delicious.
And one of the things about this is supposed to look like the vision of the swaddling Christ.
Oh.
I don't quite get it, but if you like it,
like
it
a
does.
blanket?
Yeah.
I guess it all swaddled up,
You could put a little head right there.
I think it is there.
Okay. If he sees it.
Absolutely.
So we're kind of then do a communion today when we cut into this, if you will? And...
If you want.
Eat.
I thought I'd just take it back and sell it. But if you want to try it, I'll break into it for you.
All right, thank you.
So we have the Dresden Stollen. This is truly an Easter bread. It's from Eastern Europe, Czechoslovakia, Hungary. It's called a babka. But we use it as a celebratory bread in our bakery. So we do it at Easter. We do it every weekend in February. We do it Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the time. This is an almond dough that's rolled out about this big, smeared with butter, sprinkled with Vietnamese cassia cinnamon, which we have right here. Notice the color, how nice and rich it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
You should smell that, Chris.
It is good. I already have my nose in it.
Wow.
And then this is our Dutch cocoa. It's a 22 to 24% fat content one from a European chocolatier. This is the good stuff.
Yes.
This has got this little extra
It smells
kick
like the
to
best
it.
hot
Where did it come
chocolate
from?
cocoa in
Vietnam.
all the world.
And also, the trick is who we buy from. They grind it fresh every week before they ship it. So it hasn't died in a warehouse somewhere, which you'll appreciate in the end.
That is, wow.
When you're baking it.
Right. And then this is an Italian panettone. And this one is probably the least known in the area. We're the only baker I'm aware of that makes all three of these in this market. The panettone is supposed to look like the crown of the Magi.
Oh.
Love that.
So if you
Look at that. We were wearing bison
great.
hats the other day. Now we're wearing bread hats.
The crown of the Magi.
And really what it is there's a great whimsical story about it, and I'll tell it to you. Years and years ago in Milan, there was an apprentice baker named Ungaro. And Ungaro was in love with the baker's daughter, and the baker's name was Tony. And by magic, we'll get rid of that. Anyway, so he knew that Tony would never allow his daughter to marry just an apprentice baker. So he thought, if I came up with this most wonderful bread, perhaps I could win favor of the father to marry the daughter. And so he worked and worked and came up with this thing on the side. Tony went on a trip one time. He started making this bread, and people were buying it. They said, you know, what is this bread? He said, well, this is the bread of Tony. It's the panettone. Because in Italy, they call pan as bread. Now smell that.
Ooh, it's got a little bit of rum in there.
It's got a little kick to it.
It's got a bit of love. And what you'll find is that a lot of your Christmas breads, whether it's Italian, whether it's German, Yulicaka, there's some similarities between them. People in the old days would hoard all the good things for Christmas time to celebrate the birth of Christ. And so they have the dried fruits, the nuts, and in this case we also macerated or soaked it with Myers rum. I could use a cheaper rum, but I'm just not going to compromise. It's like, would you compromise in your kids' education, Chris? And I'm not going to compromise on what you're going to eat.
So you soak the dough in rum, you mean, or what?
No, the fruits.
The fruit and nut
in rum.
mixture.
Right
Sorry,
here.
okay.
So smell this.
So it's got a nice little just...
There's apples, apricots.
Wow.
But it bakes off, so there is no
no
alcohol in the end. But you could buy
it has a nice, just the right amount of hint to it.
Yes, it does. We're going to take it back, eat this at the desk, and see what happens later. So now you notice that one has a kind of an elastic feel on the tongue.
Yeah.
That comes from the starter, which is called a levain, which is made using a sourdough starter. And so it has a little bit different characteristic to it than the Stollen. And this one has a different starter. And this one is called a called a sponge.
It's called a what, I'm sorry?
Sponge. I didn't come up with these names, so I can't tell you all the origins.
Is there sugar and powdered sugar on the outside of that?
Yes.
Oh,
So when it comes out, it gets basted in butter, gets regular sugar, then we powder sugar it afterwards, because that's how they did it in Dresden.
That smells good too.
But notice how the texture is a little bit different, a little bit drier. Like I said, similar products, but different flavor. Now this one, the panettone, Giada de Laurentiis on Food Network has made it very popular recently, doing different kind of different bakings with it.
Yeah. I love Giada. Beautiful
I
smile.
gotta say, I like the hint of the rum. I'm not, you know, it just.
It doesn't slap in the face like that does. It bakes out. And this one's probably a little bit rummier than that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one has it's got a nice little after effect to it. This one doesn't have the
I
same
love
after
all the
effect.
sugar on the outside of this one. I mean, come on.
It's beet sugar from the valley. We gotta love it.
That was really good. This one has chocolate. Can we try some of this too?
Of course. Now this is an almond dough. Like I said, we make that. We roll it out.
Did you smell that middle container, Chris? That middle container is going to make you happy.
Folks, we're doing
what is
smell-o-vision.
that?
Almond.
But there's a lot of difference in the extracts, the quality of extracts you get from different
Oh,
manufacturers.
that looks so good.
We're
Thank
very
you, sir.
particular about using, in this case, Nielsen Massey for the vanilla, as well as the almond extract and all of our extracts. I just think they're better.
And this is okay when the bread's pulled away from the mixture.
It's very natural.
How did you, when you make the dough, then you layer it with this nice little chocolate stuff?
Well, you roll it out flat, you smear it with butter, then you sprinkle a combination of powdered sugar. Once again, I hit the powdered sugar, the cocoa, and then the cinnamon. Sprinkle that on, roll it up jelly roll style, which is where you get the swirl, and we bake it.
Wow, this one's done to perfection.
Oh,
See
it's
that?
so soft on the inside, and then you get just a tiny little crunch from the crust on the outside.
The nice thing about that is it's not overly sweet like some other things.
Right.
Because it's Eastern European, which means that the sugar was probably more scarce, a little more. They don't like things as sweet over there. They like breads without sugars.
Tastes like a cinnamon roll almost,
I was
but
going to
in a
ask
bread
if I
form.
made a French toast with that. That would be right or wrong. I
Try it. I haven't tried it, but that's
He's
a great
looking for
idea.
more ways to add
I come
more
over?
sugar.
I'll bring my own babka.
Done deal. I mean, that just is. This is fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and this supposedly the legend behind this one is babka is a nickname for grandmother in the Eastern European area. So it was grandmother's bread at the holidays. In this case, it was for Easter, for Christ is risen.
Amen.
So good. And we can't forget that if people have other holiday needs. We just had National Cookie Day the other day.
We did.
We got some brownies.
So I brought you some different cookies. We have some sugar cookies. For TV, we happen to put some colored sugar on it. We don't normally do that.
Okay.
We also have some oatmeal cranberry cookies. Oh, that one broke. Maybe you guys should get rid of that one too.
Okay.
We have chocolate chip
Thank
peanut
you.
butter, and on the 8th is National Brownie Day. So you got to finish off with these. It takes us it takes us 6 to 7 hours to make a pan of brownies from start to finish, and it takes 13 pounds of batter to make 28 brownies. I may be cutting down the size in the future because that is kind of large.
That's a huge pan of brownies.
It's
We'll
about
come
a
help you eat
3
it
by
all,
3.
though.
But we have to start off by tempering the butter and the chocolate together, melting it in the chocolate, getting down to just that molten sage. Then you have to cool it down under 90 degrees because if a hot product is added to eggs over 90, it could
Cook
scramble
the
the
eggs,
eggs.
yep. Look at me.
See, she knows this.
Did you
I'm
try-
earning my bread.
Did you try the cookie yet?
No.
Oh, so good. All right, give us your location again, please, Rob, so people know where to get all this good stuff.
1617 32nd Avenue South, right at the corner of 17th and 32nd Avenue.
Oh my
Same
gosh.
mall as Papa Murphy's, Battinger Chiropractic, My Best Friend's Closet, Cold Stone Creamery, right across from Harris Success, 2 blocks west of the Hornbach is the north side of the road.
Perfect. Great stuff. I would go in and get one of all these things because they are absolutely outstanding.
Some of these are just getting ready to come in. I made these up special for you today. We have a few of these in the store today. If anyone wants them, we've got them. We'll probably do a few more on Friday
Can
and
they
Saturday.
pre-order?
Yes, and then later on this month, we'll have them every day through the holiday.
Awesome.
Nice. And this one, again, is just like, it's supposed to look like Sweet Baby Jesus, right?
Yes.
Baby Jesus
Sweet
was
Baby
delicious.
Jesus. It was fantastic. All right, stick around. Much more coming up right here on North Dakota Today.